In this video, I built a successful landscaping business only to sell it and move to a new town with a brand new business. However, this time, things are a bit different. I have to make $1 million, and I only have a year to do it. Will I make $1 million or will I go broke? Stay tuned to find out. And if you guys enjoy videos like this and you want to see more, be sure to subscribe and dropping a like helps too. Anyway, let's go make some money. Well, boys, new day, new way to make money out here at the landscaping business. Well, really, I don't know if I can call myself a landscaping business anymore because I technically now own a car wash in town, so that might classify as something else. Anyways, we got 13 grand in the bank account and a lot of things to do today. But first off here, I gotta grab my trailer and we're gonna load up my lawnmower because we got some mowing jobs to do today and it's gonna require the bigger mower. That's right, get it all loaded up here. Perfect. All right, let's roll. Well, I'm just pulling up to the car wash here, and we are moving into week number 2 of having this place running. So hopefully by the end of the week, we start actually seeing some money come out of this place. Now, we've had a lot of people drop some stuff off here, which is really nice for business. We had someone drop off a flippin' Sherp, which is pretty cool, an RV, boat, there's some more campers around here, some construction stuff. Anyways, this place is starting to fill up, which is really good for business. Now, when I bought the place, it came with some stuff, and these are 3 toys that it came with. I've got them sold as of today for $4,500 for all of them. The guy should be here in about 10-15 minutes to come pick these up, and then I'm off to a mowing job. So the dude that brought in this RV right here, he has a house not too far away from here. Now, he knows that I do some landscaping out of here, and he actually called me yesterday and was wondering if I could come take a look at a job he wants me to do. We're gonna go take a look at that later today. Supposedly it's a pretty big job and it's gonna pay really well, so I'm down for that. Looks like we got somebody in here washing their truck. Do I need the other mower for this job? No, I think we'll just stick with the big one. Well, the guy just showed up here to pick up the snowmobile, quad, and dirt bike. We'll finally get these out of here and we'll have a little bit more space freed up. Well, it looks like this dude's all ready to go. Got another $4,500. So I'm pretty happy with that. Anyways, I got all this scrap around here. All this scrap metal. This is actually worth quite a bit of money. So I think if I get a chance, I'm going to try to take this all in. And I might see if I can get rid of some of these building materials. Looks like there's some bagged concrete and some paving stones, all that stuff. We really don't need this stuff. So just going to try to get rid of it. Free up as much space as I can, because the more space we have, the more stuff we can store, and really, it's better for business. Would you look at that? First I sell the toys, then they go wash them in my car wash. It's just money all around today. Anyways, I better get to my first mowing job of the day. Time to go make some dollars. All right, here we are. So this job, it's for a local hotel. They just want this chunk of grass mowed all the way kind of back around the property here. Pretty simple stuff. Shouldn't take too long, but it's for business, so good money all around. Oh man, this brush is killing me. Keep getting hit in the face with this stuff. It's not a good time. I should have an employee doing this. Who am I kidding? I can't afford an employee right now. Well, I made some pretty solid progress here. We're just about done, except I got this big old chunk left here, so it's going to take me a little while. But at least we're moving along here. All right, last pass. Get everything loaded up and get the heck out of here. Well, made a cool $800. That brings us up to actually $19,000, which not as much as I'd like, but we'll make it work. Well, I dropped my trailer off because we're supposed to go look at a dump trailer here. I was looking on the Facebook Marketplace, found this sweet used dump trailer for only 10 grand, which is a smoking deal. It's a Diamond C 2-axle. It's exactly what we need. And it's on the way to this property I'm supposed to go look at that we might be working on later today. So I think I'm going to go check it out. If everything looks good, I'll go pick it up and we'll have ourselves a dump trailer finally. Look what I got, boys. A brand new dump trailer, and I only paid $9,500 for it. So I managed to get the guy down a couple $100, so I'm pretty happy about that. However, my truck's looking a little low for this trailer. I'm not really sure how much we're going to be able to haul, considering I can't do too much about this, but I don't know. We'll figure it out eventually. Maybe I'll get a different truck, but for now, we'll make it work. All right, so this is it. Now, the guy said he's busy at the moment here, so he basically gave me a rundown of everything that needs to be done here so I can go take a look at it. Anyways, he wants the whole lawn mowed, so this is a massive property, and the lawn mowing on this alone is upwards of $1 grand or $2. Now, he also has this creek running down here, and he's got all this brush and stuff. They told me he wants it all cleaned out and dug out because it's clogging up the creek. And when this creek actually starts to run again, if If we get a big rainstorm or something, it backs up a bunch and all that. It's really no good. So there's a few things we'd have to do in order to do this. We'd have to get a brush mower for the skid steer, and we'd have to rent a mini excavator to get this all dug out, move a bunch of dirt out of here, and he also told me he wants to put a dock in here. Not only that, he wants a gravel path put in. So there is like a lot of work to be done here, like thousands and thousands of dollars worth of work, which I think we could definitely handle. It's just gonna take a little while. So I'm gonna go run a quote by him for all of my work, and then he'll have to pay for the equipment rentals, materials on top of that. Now, as far as I know, there's literally not another company within 2 hours of here that will do any kind of work like this, so we kind of have the power to give a really, really good quote. Now, obviously, we're not going to do anything ridiculous, like 50 grand or something, because that's what most companies would charge. I think I'm going to be able to do 30, but there is like a lot of work that needs to be done here. And with everything he needs done, there's no way we would have been able to do it without a dump trailer, so it's a good thing we bought that. Well, I just gave him the quote. He's happy with it. He told me he got a company that was about an hour and a half away from here, and they quoted him 55 grand. Do everything he wants, which I know seems ridiculous, but if you don't want to do stuff like that yourself, it takes a lot of man hours, a lot of wear and tear on equipment. Now, I asked him if he owns this shed over here, and he said no, it's actually for rent, and he gave me the owner's phone number. I'm gonna pull in here, give him a call, and see if I could possibly go look at it, because this would actually be really cool. I've been looking for a new spot to possibly get all my equipment out of the storage area and get it into my own shop, and this would honestly be perfect. So we'll see what he says. All right, so I just got off the phone with the guy. He gave me the code to enter the shop here, so we're gonna go check it out. Holy smokes, this place is huge. Look at all this, though. It comes with some tools, some racks to store equipment, tools, implements. Oh, man, there's just everything back here. There's a full office even. Oh, this is even better. Okay, yeah, this might be something that I need here. Full washroom. Oh, man. Yeah, I think I might just have to do this. So he wants 5 grand a month rent. However, he said he could do a rent to own deal, which basically means you pay every month like you normally would for rent, but a certain portion of that goes on to the total purchase price of the place. And eventually we'd need to buy a place like this, but I don't have the money for that right now. And if we could just rent it, that'd make things a lot simpler. Now it comes with all this property right here, all this that you see right here, this whole yard within here. So we have got options like crazy. Now what I'm thinking is I could just get a camper, park that in there, and I could live in the shop too, and I wouldn't be paying another 2 grand on a house already that I can't really use for anything. I mean, I can store the mowers in the shed, and that's about it. That's how small that shed is. If we had a big shop like this, it'd make things a lot easier. At any rate, it looks like we're going to be working on that place here, so I'm going to go grab some equipment. Here's my house right there. Yeah, you can't do crap with that place. Anyways, I'm going to go grab some equipment, and we're going to rip back there and get to work. Okay, so we're going to grab my skid steer, then we'll grab the bucket as well. We'll drop that back off at the property. I'll grab my trailer, and then we have to go pick up some rental equipment that we're going to need to get this job done, but that's already going to be paid for by the owner of the property there, so we don't even got to worry about that. If only I could get this flipping skid steer in here. That might be a bit of a challenge. And we're in. Perfect. What even fits this thing? Awesome. There's one thing I was worried about, but we're good. And it levels out the trailer a tiny bit. Man, I own my own car wash, yet my truck is absolutely filthy. I better get that cleaned at the end of the day. So after making it out to the job site, I dropped off my skid steer and dump trailer and headed back to the car wash. After making it back, I grabbed my flatbed and mower, and since there wasn't going to be enough room on the trailer for the rest of the rental equipment, I dropped my mower off at the job site and went to go grab the rest of what was needed. And after just barely managing to fit it all on there, and of course being a little overweight, I now had to avoid the DOT on my way back to the job site so we could get to work. So after making it past the DOT and getting to the job site, I hopped on my mower and began to undertake this absolutely massive project. And about 20 minutes into mowing this lawn, I started to realize that this was going to take me all flippin' day. It was pretty clear that if I was going to be doing more lawns like this in the future, I was definitely going to have to upgrade my mowing equipment to get the best bang for my buck. So after getting the front side of the house finally finished, it was on to the back side, which didn't have as many hills and was a lot smoother to mow. So after getting the last of it mowed, the lawn was now finished and we can now get on to some of the bigger projects. Alright, so I got my skid steer here. We're going to grab that brush cutter and hopefully get a bunch of that vegetation out of there. Now there's still going to be a lot that we're going to have to dig out with the excavator, but hopefully this should help just a little bit. The old zero turn can't get in there and mow all this itself. Probably a good thing I left the tracks on this. Pretty mucky down here. I don't know how the wheels would fare too well. We're not mowing all the way down the ditch, just a little bit kind of right here. This is where we're going to start clearing a bunch of this brush and crap out, just so it kind of frees up the flow of things and makes it a bit nicer. Okay, so I've made some really good progress here. I kind of cleaned out all the brush and stuff out of here. I still got to mow all the grass along here. Take it a bit closer of a cut, but it's looking a heck of a lot better. Now, we can't go too far on this side because there's the property line over here for this guy's field. We're not going to be able to do too much over here. Maybe clean out the drainage a little bit. There is a couple little trees here that I'm going to get in here with the chainsaw. Just try clean up a little bit. Just the best I can. Well, this is about where I'm at here. Got everything cleaned up to the property line. I couldn't get too far into the pond there because I really don't feel like sinking my skid steer. I don't think I'm going to be able to do any better with the excavator because that thing is a smaller excavator and doesn't really have the best reach. So that's about the closest we could get. Just trying to get the last of this all done up here, and then we can hopefully start digging out all that dirt and crap out of there. Well, I think I'm going to call that right about good. Everything's nice and cleaned out, all nice and mowed. Yeah, I can see why this is not draining properly. I'm going to have to get in here with the excavator, but it's pretty much the end of the day. I think I'm going to call that good there. We still have to make a gravel path all the way down here, put in a dock, get that all dug out. I think there's a tree or two we have to take out as well. I don't know. I'll have to ask him, but everything's looking a lot better than it was. At any rate, he said I could leave this all here till the morning. I'm going to go get some supper and I'll be back here first thing. Well, it is the next day, early, and I've still got a lot of work to do today. Just got to hook up to this trailer here so I can unload this excavator without completely tipping it backwards. And then I got to go grab my dump trailer. Let's see if I can figure out how to run this thing without running it into the pond there. That would not be a great situation. So we rented this 50G here. We got it with a flat bucket, so it should make digging this whole deal out a lot easier. Whereas with a tooth bucket, you're going to have all those grooves and stuff where you don't want them. Flat bucket should make things nice and simple. That is the hope anyway. So I'm going to try my hardest here not to get my truck absolutely buried in this muck hole. I'm just going to start digging here. I think we're only going to go up to where that grass is cut right there because that's kind of where the logging starts. Although I got to figure out how to idle this thing up because it is crazy slow. Drop my blade so I have more stabilization there, and let's get digging. Well, I'm slowly making progress here. Still trying to learn how to operate this dang thing. Not as easy as I thought it would be. I'm more used to cat excavators. And it's not like they're that different, but they're just different enough where it makes them a pain to operate. But not too long and I should have it done. Well, I've pretty much gotten a full dump trailer full of dirt and junk and mud, sticks, leaves, whatever you can think that would flow down a creek. It's probably got to be in that dump trailer here. And it's all cleaned out now, so this should be able to flow nice whenever there's rain or anything else like that. And it didn't actually take as long as I thought. It was just learning that excavator, which was a pain, but I think I got it now. So I gotta go find somewhere to dump this. I think there's a place I can. Then we gotta get a gravel road in here and get the dock in. Well, I got the dirt and other junk dropped off there. It's pretty easy. Just had to find the place, and while I was gone, the dock showed up here, so we just walked it down, got it put in. It was pretty dang simple. It's not a very big one, just literally to walk out here and hop on a jet ski or something. It's pretty dang simple. But I did get an order for a dump trailer full of gravel put in here, so we'll have to go pick that up, and then we'll just have to get it spread all the way down to here, and it'll probably take us the rest of the day, but at least we've gotten this knocked out faster than I thought we would. However, I don't think we're going to need the excavator anymore here, so we're going to get this returned to the rental company along with the bush hog there, and we can hopefully get this job finished out today. Well, I think it's official. I need to get one of these. However, they're about $60,000, so I don't know if I'll be getting one anytime soon, but eventually it would be nice to have. But for now, I guess I'll just have to live without it. So after getting the rental equipment returned, I dropped my flatbed back off at the job site, grabbed my dump trailer, and went in for a load of gravel. And after making it back, I got it all dumped out and ready to be spread out for the new trail. So it was back in the Bobcat to see how fast we could get this done. And after getting the pathway all finished up, I piled up the extra gravel for a project down the road. That is it. First massive job for the new company here. And I'm pretty dang happy. This place turned out awesome. 30 grand in the bank, just shy of 40,000. I think I can live with that. But man, that shop, that might have to be something I'll have to look into because I'm gonna need a new place here. So I was just getting my equipment put away here at the house, and the guy that we were just working at there called up and asked me if I knew anywhere where he could get a shed, or if I had connections and this and that. He wants a shed to put his jet skis in and stuff down by the pond there. So I did some searching, and I found out there's a local guy just down the road here So I called him up and asked him if he could get a shed out there, because we'd still have to put down another gravel pad. There's still some gravel out there. We could definitely do that. And he said he was actually selling. He literally, just as of today, put everything up for sale. He's got this whole shed business that he wants to get rid of. He's got 3 sheds, a trailer, and some equipment specifically for moving sheds. And then with that as well, there's a whole dually, I think Chevy or GMC 3500 for moving the said sheds. So we're going to go run out there and check it all out, and maybe we can make a deal. Now, I don't have anywhere close to the money he's asking for this whole setup here. However, I did just check with my bank, and I can take out a loan for that. So we're going to see what we can do. Okay, so this is it right here. He must have just got this all moved out, because I did not see this the other day. This was a side business to his farm here, and the only reason why he's selling it, he just does not have another person to go out and run this whole business. He said it's very busy. He just doesn't have the time or the energy to do it all, and he wants to just get rid of it. So there's 3 sheds here. I don't know the dimensions on them, but this looks like the smaller one, looks like the medium-sized one, and this is the big boy large shed. This is like a whole flipping garage right here. Now, these are all on skids, so you can move them really easily, or you can put down a base for them if you don't ever really want to move them. Tri-state storage sheds. So it is a GMC. Now, this truck alone probably worth about 50 grand. I honestly don't know the price or costs of the shed, or should I say sheds. There's some moving equipment here. All the stuff, the whole business here is ready to go. I'm going to go talk with him. Maybe we can work out a deal and I can get some details on this stuff. Well, I just kind of bought a whole shed business here. So I took out a loan for the whole thing. 150 grand is what we bought all of this for. Keep in mind, I have no idea how to do any of this crap, so we're going to be learning on the fly here as we start this new business venture. However, from what he told me, I got a smoking good deal on this. I guess anybody selling a business would probably tell you that, but this is kind of a different story. So these sheds here, he has a local guy that builds them, and then he sells them for double the price. Now, how he kind of gets away with that is the moving cost is completely free, but it is more if you want to get a base built for the shed. This shed you can get built for about 5-7 grand. You sell it for 10. This shed right here you can get built for about 10 to 15,000. You sell it for about 20 to 25. And this one doesn't have anything fancy to it. It's just normal doors. This shed right here, this one's the fancy version of it. It's got all electric doors, nice windows, all this stuff. Get this built for about 20 to 25. You sell it for about 30 to 35. Not quite doubling it, but these smaller sheds are where the money's at. That's where you can double your money easily. These bigger ones, a little less profit margin. Anyways, I got a couple days to get this all out of here, and he's gonna teach me how to like kind of run everything a little bit. I'm gonna have to get it all figured out, but I can't believe I just spent 150 grand on this. But I have another truck. That's the upside. I also have a $150,000 loan to pay off now. But with selling all these sheds, I should definitely be able to make that back. Not entirely, but a good portion of it. Anyways, I'm gonna try and figure out what to do with all this next. Hope y'all enjoyed. Subscribe. Goodbye.